These are, without a doubt, insane times that we're living right now. The freedom of speech has never been more threatened than now. That freedom of speech should be the cornerstone of everybody. That, unlike Harry having 24/7 tax-funded security, is a right. It is your right to have freedom of expression and to create your platform and do it. However, we have seen that apparently it is a very Markle trait to threaten and silence people. It is absolutely mind-boggling because we've been talking about the fake daughter or the real daughter. The thing when you tell so many public lies is, number one, they are public. Number two, it creates doubt in people's minds, people who wanted to believe you. Now that's gone. And when you resort to threats and investigate, because you're investigating whether somebody had a child or not. And why does this matter? I know what you're saying. Why does this matter? Because that's just another lie of this big puzzle. So let's get into this and let's discuss whether Meghan Markle had a hysterectomy or not. Who is saying that? And who's trying to silence the people who are trying to expose or just to get to the truth? That's all we want. At least in my channel, that's what I have always wanted, to find out the truth. Because I am Canadian, and as such, I want answers. That's all. But apparently, it is illegal now to even ask questions. Hello, beautiful people. Before I start, I want to say thank you to my subscribers and my followers. I really do appreciate you coming here. I really do thank you that you went to bat for me, this old lady. I am very thankful because, you see, people who are critical thinkers and have access to the internet, we can debunk anything and everybody. So I want to thank you guys, and please, yes, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And the reason why at least I say it, is because YouTube shadow bans our channels. So I have to remind people, because many of you who are subscribed suddenly find yourselves unsubscribed. You do not get the notifications bell because it is not in YouTube's best interest that these videos get put out. So please do like, share, and subscribe. If you want to become a member, thank you. And I want to thank those of you who have sent the super chats and the PayPal donations as well. I am forever grateful. You know that everything I make on this channel goes to my little school. Now it's going to be more of a shelter. So thank you very much for joining me, period, and for following me. So let's get into this. The Royal Grift is a very, very good YouTube channel. This person spends hours doing research. It is hard work. YouTube is not my main job, and I'm sure the Royal Grift has another job, and yet she spends hours, and other YouTubers, we all spend hours looking for or doing research, or we get sources. Now I know my channel is not that big, but I still get people contacting me. It turns out that now apparently the maid was telling the truth. You know, when she said that Meghan Markle made them leave their phones in the car or at the gate. Now, with NT lawyers blind item, everybody's going, wow. It looks, I still don't know if the email I posted is for Rachel, for the Rachel Meghan Markle that we talk about in this channel. I have to say this for legal purposes, but also because it's true. When I got that email, I sat on it and I was like, whoa, what do I do with this? And then I found them, and they said that they couldn't give me any more information because that's all that was on their screens, and therefore they couldn't confirm or deny who that person was. We know that there's this German documentary coming up in December, which had been stopped from airing. Now, I do not know if Rachel Meghan Markle ever had a child in 1997. I do not know if she's ever had any children in the past. But I can tell you the following. I do have doubts that she's had these children that they claim are hers. First, because it is the first time in the history of the monarchy, the British monarchy, old and new, that the monarchy in this day and age has not been able to confirm the real details of the birth of Archie. And they hide behind privacy. They know that if you're going to include a child in the line of succession, privacy of the details of the birth cannot be private. They have to be public, because they have to assure the public that the child legitimately meets all the legal requirements to be in the line of succession. There is no excuse that for this day and age, the palace does not really know who delivered the child, which has to be of public record, and I'm going to tell you why, or where this child was born. It is not for UK Parliament to say that they don't know, because UK Parliament is in charge of verifying that every royal child that is put in the line of succession, that every human being that's in the line of succession meets all the legal requirements. So they have to have the documents. This is why it takes a while for them to put a child in the line of succession, because they have to receive the documents and they have to go through them. They have to go through legal procedures. Okay? So when I wrote to Parliament asking for a freedom of information request, I just wanted them to confirm whether Archie was born at the Portland hospital and who the doctors delivering the child were. And the response was, and you've seen that video, the response was, we're not a hospital. We don't know who delivered it. Contact the palace. The palace, but of course they gave me the little caveat that says that because the palace is not really a government, they're not bound by the Freedom of Information Act rules. It is all very shady. Parliament has to be able to say, we can confirm in writing, even that the child was born at Portland Hospital. They refuse to confirm that. It is the only time in the history, as I said, in the history of the monarchy, that they got all the details wrong. And it is the only child, him now and his sister, in the history of the British monarchy, that details of the birth of these two children are unknown. And that is wrong. The law for the Succession Act, in order for a child to be in the line of succession, it has to meet 4 requirements. And these 4 requirements must be of public domain, which means that everybody must know these 4 requirements. It has to be in the public domain. 1, that the child is born from a woman and a man. So we have to verify that Meghan is a woman and Harry is a man. Married in the Church of England. We've seen that spectacle of the wedding that Meghan called it. That the child has to be conceived naturally. No in vitro, no adoptions, nothing. And 4, that the child came of the woman's body. The woman, the mother, the royal Meghan Markle's body. So far, we have 2 requirements of those met. The other 2 are secret. Now, we've had a family member of Miss Rachel Meghan Markle claim in a video live he did yesterday that Trevor, her ex-husband, said that she had a hysterectomy and she couldn't have any children. And then he urges you people to go and Google articles. FYI, that article has been debunked. There's a big disclaimer that article was debunked in Google, because I know there were a couple of articles out there about that, but they have been debunked. At least that's what the royal family or people from Meghan Markle's camp put out, that they have been debunked. I don't know if it's true that it has been debunked or not. It's just what they said. I'm not going to claim here that what her family member is saying is true or not, because to me, this family member has lied to me. And I gave these people my platform. You're all fully aware of that I was one of the biggest voice for them, and I lent them my little platform. I connected them with all the other YouTubers that you see them coming on, except Dan Wooden or Lady C. But I did connect them with everybody when nobody wanted to talk to them. Okay? So I wanted to believe them. But certain things that I'm going to keep private for now, I've come to find out information about it, and I just can no longer support them. At least not until these questions are found out. I'm giving this disclaimer because what the family member said yesterday was that Meghan Markle, according to him, Trevor said that Meghan Markle had a hysterectomy, which is a serious allegation. First, because Trevor Engelson's name is being involved and dragged into this. Okay, so that is a serious allegation. 2, because if they knew this, and if this is a big if, and if this turns out to be true, they knew about it. And yet they've been talking about wanting to see the children, wanting to see their nephews. Mr. Markle has been wanting to see their grandchildren. If it is true, that would mean that the whole family knew about it from way before when Meghan Markle was married, which means that they've been playing and selling things to the public. But that is only if it is true. And that would mean that the royal family are involved in this huge fraud against the monarchy. Because don't forget that the royal family, these are just royal members. The position, the institution is the monarchy. That would mean that members of the royal family, of the actual royal family, that would mean that King Charles has committed treason against the monarchy, against the United Kingdom citizens. These are serious implications because that would mean that they committed fraud. If it is true, I am saying if it is true, that would mean that King Charles committed fraud, means Prince William, everybody there committed fraud to defraud the monarchy institution and the entire United Kingdom. That is treason. That is a serious crime. That is not an oops, we're sorry. If that is true, there would have been intent, and that is just terrible. And that would mean that they also, people in Parliament are accomplices to all of this. I mean, the implications are massive. But again, we have to take everything with a grain of salt because this family member has lied to me. I don't know if he's lied to anybody else, but he has lied to me. Now, we're going to get to the core of things here. These people are going around threatening other YouTubers to harass them to the point that they want to jump off a bridge or of a cliff or something, simply because they expressed their right of freedom of speech. I just want you to understand that these YouTubers, along with these family members, at least in my channel, I found out so much. You know, when this other YouTuber said, oh, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, I didn't know there was going on a lot about behind the scenes. But I've gotten the emails and the text messages, and it is really dirty. And if I ever let those messages and emails out, let me put it this way. I am not going to come here and threaten anybody. I have never threatened anybody. And these YouTubers have used my name, my likeness, parts of my video. They have trashed me, and now they're all playing innocent. And I have never once asked them to take the video down or issued a strike or anything. They were exercising even when they were blatantly lying until they took it too far. And even now, I am not saying anything. I'm asking them to stand by what they did. I am taking legal action, but I'm not going to come on YouTube and threaten these people. I'm going to take the legal steps necessary to deal with the situation. That's what grown-ups do, okay? But these people, they go and threaten. This is a very Markle trait because Meghan Markle does the same thing with her employees, the maid. And now we're getting all these bullying reports. This is incredibly a Markle trait. And then the way they phrase it is so word salady. Then they can always have a way out. Well, I didn't really say she did it. I said that so-and-so said it. But they state it as a fact in their channels. And then they go and threaten other YouTubers. That is a threat that was made towards a YouTuber simply because they didn't like the content. If this YouTuber is just making things up or whatever, and you think it's funny, and then she's lying, just laugh it off. But why go and threaten YouTubers? Why copyright them? Take YouTubers down. I am not playing games. I have been invited to be on their channels. My grandpa used to tell me the best problem is the one that you avoid. The best problem is the avoided one. So just think about this. Does Meghan Markle had a child in 1997? We will never know it, apparently. And the ones who do won't speak out. There's a few things that have come out here that are very, very wild and should worry all of you. If it is true that Meghan Markle had a hysterectomy, the royal family knew. And they have gone along with their charade. which is a serious crime. 2, their family knew, and they have also gone along with this charade that, oh, we want to see the kids, I want to see my kids. That would mean that they've been going along with this. 3, they've been trying to cancel YouTubers for the fact that we're merely looking. So they're completely anti-freedom of speech. If you think that we're lying and stuff, take the legal steps. You don't need to threaten anybody on YouTube. Use your platform that you got because YouTubers like me help you get it. And you're spitting on everybody's face. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Meghan Markle had a hysterectomy? I don't know. Do you think that we will ever find out? Do you think that the royal family knew? Do you think that the Markles knew? I will be heartbroken if I find out that the royal family knew because I am a monarchist. And I would hate to think that Prince William was involved in any of this. That I will be truly heartbroken, guys. So what do you guys think? And let me know what you think. Why are these people trying to censor freedom of speech? Why? Why are they so angry about what little YouTubers have to say? A platform that we've created. Will we ever find out? Please let me know.